Alright, what up, y'all? We here on the way to pick up my Nissan Hardbody Lowrider finally, y'all. After, 7-8 months of waiting. Transitioned into a whole nother mechanic. He's finally done. Y'all here with my Uncle Buck. You know what I mean? We about to pick this thing up. About to be hitting switches real soon, y'all. Let's get it. This thing looks beautiful, y'all. Check it out. Red bed liner. All right.
Hey, where am I putting them on the seat?
Not a tire, should I run them high?
But this is kind of lighter, so I would put like 45, 50.
Okay. Got the switches in here. We all done. Got her up right now. Beautiful, yo. About to be hitting switches on them. Dope. All right, y'all, this is the wheel right here. He hooked it up. Thought that life hydraulics. They getting busy up in there right now. All right, man. Appreciate it, y'all. We got the 6 battery, 2 pump, basic setup. They got the hard lines going. This nice. Beautiful. Spray bed liner too. All I got to do now is get a paint job and fix the front windshield. They got dude trying to help us. Brakes. Smoking, man. It was slowing me down on the highway. Yeah. Now the free wheel, I can't hit the free wheel unless I'm driving, yo. There's not enough room in the back. There's not enough weight in the back, to hit the free wheel. I gotta turn down as much as I can. I'll get out and I'll stand on that back, the back joint, and it still ain't gonna lift up. Watch. But there we go, y'all. That was it right there. You go to setup. There's a little bit of drink leaking from right here. I gotta tighten this up a little bit. But besides that, man, it looks beautiful, yo. All I need is a cover for the bed right now. And then check out the sticker that I put on the back. I made these myself about a year ago. And my truck's been gone ever since, so I ain't had the time to put it on. But I got the drink stamped on there now, yo. Real greaseball status. Y'all wanna be a greaseball like me? Go ahead and hit me up, man. Y'all can buy one, yo. I just went up to the market real quick, y'all, and I got some 4x4 front fenders. That way, when I'm all the way down, this wheel's gonna be sticking out kind of like that one is back there. So, cause this joint typically ain't flush like this when I got it all the way down. Watch out. Oh, I don't got it hooked up now. I can't show y'all, but, that way the front fender will stick out a little bit more, so it looks a little bit nicer. And I got a brand new hood too, cause this hood right here, y'all ain't never seen this before, but look. It dented up right here. If you can see, hold up. Can you see that? You can't see, but it's like a dent right here. Old head that had this joint before me, I guess got in an accident in a pole or something like that. Something in the parking lot, and hit the hood. So I'm gonna replace the hood, replace the 2 front fenders in the next video coming up, and then we getting the paint job, y'all. And this baby gonna be looking clean, man. And I gotta get the bed cover. I was thinking about getting the top for it, the whole joint, but I was like, I like how it looked as a pickup truck, Keep this hardcore, pickup truck look, I ain't gonna take away from that. And also I got some clears, look. These tail lights right here, I got some all clears that's been sitting right here for the longest. I just gotta find the, look at that, them joints beautiful, yo. Imagine that on this. I just gotta find some bulbs in here that are red and that are, I already got the orange, just gotta find the red bulbs for the brakes. And it's gonna look beautiful, yo. Otherwise, when I brake, it's gonna light up white. I'm getting pulled over by the police. They're already on me already. I probably got like 3-4 stalls already. It's based off of, the hydros. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. I'm real pumped up to have this joint back finally in my possession, you know what I mean? With hydraulics. Oh my God, yo. Beautiful. All right, I'll hit y'all up in the next video. Peace out. Yo, what's up, y'all? I just want to give y'all a little update on the Nissan Hardbody. I got a lot of people in my comments on YouTube and on Instagram hit me up asking, what's up with the Nissan? How was the hydro install? What happened? So to break it down, y'all, the first video that I uploaded, And the only video that I uploaded about the Nissan as far as the hydros, which is me dropping it off at Frank's Hydraulics. You know, as you can see, still faded, you know what I mean? But I got hydros on it now. And, but it wasn't done by Frank. I dropped it off at Frank's Hydraulics. He wanted a $2,000 deposit. I gave him the dough, you know, cash. And I gave him the ride with the keys and everything. I was trying to call him up, text him, no answer. You know, I was like, all right, you know, whatever. Probably busy or something. So I just was pop up every once in a while. And I live all the way out in, you know, San Valley, Queen Creek area. So, you know, it's a 40, 50-minute drive from here to there. So every time I go out there, I'm trying, hey, what's up, man? Update on the ride, And he's like, oh, no, we ain't get to it yet, you know, Or sometimes, most of the time I pop up there, nobody's even there, yo. The communication is terrible out that joint, yo. But I was like, all right, it's cool. You know, these people, you know, they reputable. You know, I see them on Lowrider magazine and that video that I had, the clips that I put up in that video. If y'all ain't see the first video, I'll link it down in the description. Because I went there the first time and he was like, yeah, you know, we're a little bit, you know, booked up right now. You know, bring it back next week and, you know, we can get cracking on it or whatever. So I went ahead and brought it back. I made the trip back home. Then I brought it back the next week. So it's just been sitting, you know, there for 6 months it sat there, yo. They didn't do nothing to it. Only thing that got done to this ride was the windshield got more cracked, paint got more faded, the tires went flat. I got some 13.7s on it now, but my 15.7s tires was flat. Had to put air in the tires. Battery was dead. Kept on telling me, no, we're gonna get on it next week. They never done nothing to my ride, yo. They cool peoples and everything, but as far as, you know, business stuff goes, I wouldn't be my ride out that joint, you know what I mean? They got some good looking work, you know, when they can get to your ride. I was gone from America. I flew to Spain for 3 months. And when I came back, I was like, you know what? I came out that Phoenix airport. I told my uncle, drive me straight to that Lowrider joint. I'm getting my deposit. I'm getting my ride, and we taking off, yo. So that's what I did, yo. I told him, hey, man, I need that 2 Gs, and I need my keys and my ride, you know what I mean? Batteries that I'm gonna need you to start, jump the batteries, something. I'm taking my joint back, and I'm bringing it to somebody else. So he gave me the money back, you know. Like I said, they good peoples. They just, you know, are not really good business people, is what it is, yo. I was looking up other hydro places nearby. I had a couple recommendations, but I ain't want the same silly stuff to happen, you know, that happened at this place. So it so happened to be a couple blocks down the road was About That Life Hydraulics. Those are the people that put my hydros on and did this install. I'll show you real quick. So the rims, I went out to California to buy. I'll be making trips back and forth to Cali to work. So I went ahead and bought these 13.7s in Cali, you know, OG wire wheels or whatever, you know what I mean? And then I know, excuse the leakage and everything, it's a little messy back here. And mind you, this is before I got the snug top on here. I just recently got this on you. I got a good deal on this, by the way. You know what I mean? And then I went ahead and got new locks. I bought new locks for it and stuff. But yeah, so I brought it to them. And, you know, I told them what happened and everything and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, they was like, oh, yeah, we can get your joint done in like 2 months. And I was like, all right, cool. So I gave them keys. I gave him a deposit. And I understand, you know, hydros is a custom job. You know, you gotta weld and cut and fabricate. And so it's gonna take some time, you know what I mean? I get that. I showed up there a couple times saying stuff, you know, bad communication. The dude don't answer the phone, dude don't answer the text. So I gotta pop up there and check on my ride, make sure my ride's still there. You know what I mean? You know, that progress is getting made on it. So I pop up every once in a while. They had some like young dude in that joint that was welding. He was trying he was telling me like, oh yeah, I'm from New Mexico. They flew me out this joint to do welding and da-da-da-da-da. Man, that was the most janky welding job I've seen in my life, yo. I'll post some pictures if I still got them on here, yo. I don't expect it to be crazy show quality, but almost, man, for a couple G's, you know what I mean? We're spending $4,000 out this joint. You know, I expect it to look nice, but his welds look all janky, and he like welded over top of the U-bolts. Like, hold up, I don't know if y'all can see, but basically this joint, he done welded to the actual axle itself, and got my ride all janked up is what he did, a young dude. You know, little things like that. When I went to go check on it in person, I told homeboy, I told the boss man up there, I was like, nah, yo, I ain't paying for this, yo. Y'all gonna have to redo this. This looks terrible. It looked bad, yo. And just the way he was like doing the brackets and everything, I was like, yo, if I'm paying this much money for this job, I would have just done it myself. I would have looked on YouTube and got a welder, you know what I mean? Start trying to weld it myself, yo. I could have done a better job. I could have put more effort into, you know, making it look nicer and actually structurally, you know, stronger, and you know what I mean? Because it looked all janked up. What happened was the owner, he went through and unwelded everything and re-welded it himself. But, you know, that's whatever. I just wanted to make sure my joint was done right. But basically, I'm just telling y'all what happened. And then the time eventually came for me to go pick it up. And, you know, I was pumped up. I was excited. I was happy. You know what I mean? He took me on a little test ride. And, you know, it's kind of funny. One of the solenoids actually burnt up while we was out there, you know, riding, you know, hitting hydros, hitting switches a little bit. It was hot outside, too. But so he ended up replacing that for me. And then this little things like he was supposed to put accumulators on my joint. And he ain't put no accumulators on there. And then they tried charging for the accumulators. And I was like, nah, yo, you got to take some money off of that. You know, so we took a little bit of bread off. That's labor in parts can't even install them a ride. Because accumulators, what they're supposed to do, I don't know if y'all hydro people or not, but they're supposed to make your ride a little bit smoother. Instead of just putting like welding the raw hydros onto your ride and just have boom, boom, boom every time you hit a bump, the accumulators, they'll like soften your ride a little bit to kind of make it feel like actual, you know, car suspension, not so, you know, rough. So he was supposed to put those on, but they didn't put them on. I was like, all right, whatever. And then they said they wrote it on the receipt too. You know, they were supposed to reinforce the battery. They didn't reinforce the battery at all. I found that out when I started hopping around and I opened my thing and I was like, yo, my battery was all janked up all, you know, sitting sideways. I was like, yo, what the heck, man? So I ended up having to like make something work myself. It's in there solid now, but it's like, dang, so they ain't reinforced the battery. They ain't put the accumulators on. All right, it's cool. They took money off of that. You know, and then dude was like, oh yeah, this switch is that one and that one is that one. We wired it up opposite on accident, but you know, you should be good. Just make sure you did it. I was like, all right, okay. I get to ride and I'm, you know, riding around a little bit, hitting switches, you know, getting used to it and everything. Nothing crazy, you know, because I'm new to the Lowrider, you know, seeing and everything, hitting switches and all that. So I'm just warming up to it and everything. And I realized front left side is getting locked up. First off, I don't know, let me know hydro people in the comments, but I think your wheels ain't supposed to go negative camber in when it's all the way up, right? I know that, you know, positive camber, like see how my joints are now, look. See how they are now where they're kind of cambered in positive, if that makes sense? I understand that's normal, but when I put my hydros all the way up, them joints kind of boom, crank inside. I don't like how that looks, you know what I mean? So instead of the wheel going kind of like, you know, hydros going up, you go zzz, boom, zzz, boom. My joints go zzz, boom, boom, inside, and hit it, boom. I don't know if that's normal or not, but let me know if y'all got hydraulics on y'all rides and, you know, y'all hydro people, you know what I mean? Lowrider people. But anyway, I kind of was like, oh, I don't know if my joints supposed to be lighting up like that. Because later on down a couple days after that, upper control arm on the left side kept on locking up. Like it was locking up and getting stuck on the spring. And I was like, what the heck? So I would try to push the hydros down. I'll be all the way up, try to push it down, I hold it down, and the right side goes down first, and then the left side stuck. So I gotta like turn the wheel and hold the button down at the same time, then boom, it'll go down. Dude, after I bought my hydros, was like, oh yeah, and I would recommend you buy some upper and lower control arms in the front, you know, some brand new joints so that we can reinforce them and da-da-da-da-da. Otherwise, you're gonna break the ones you got now or something like that, he said. And I was like, what? Why can you ain't tell me that in the beginning? I would have bought them. I would have, you know what I mean, brought them to y'all and had y'all put them on. Anyway, y'all, so I went ahead and bought the brand new control arm, $300-something. I had it in my truck and I was taking them to that shop. On my right side, the right side wheel right here, the tire rod and the bolt or whatever came off. They didn't put any cotter pins on it. I went on the highway and I was going like 65, 70-ish. The joint that turns the wheel left and right, what is that, the tie rod end or whatever like that, the bolt came off of that. One wheel was going this way and the other wheel was going straight, and that joint and pulled me over to the right. I almost hit somebody, yo. I almost hit somebody on the road, and I had I was hitting the switches like an airplane pilot trying to save the plane from crashing. I was, you know, on the highway, and I almost hit the wall too. They had a big, you know, the highway barrier wall. I almost hit that joint too, and I ended up pulling over, you know, cause that joint was loud. Whole bunch of smoke, tires were smoking, and I got out on the side of the road on the highway, cars flying by me. I'm thinking, I ain't trying to get hit out this joint. And I saw the wheel was all the way janked up, so I kind of pushed it straight, and I pushed it into the little hole, the little thing right there. I tried my best so I could pimp it off onto the off the exit to the stoplight. The wheel, you know, flung out again, so I was blocking traffic in the middle of the road. Cars going by me, around me. I'm in the middle of Phoenix, showing the, you know, on some dirty corner with a Circle K. So I pull up to the gas station. And I'm gonna reach my ride. It's nighttime, it's like 9 o'clock at night. I got my iPhone cable that I had to charge my phone. I broke the ends off each side. I tied my iPhone cable around the thing and I tied it tight, and I'm gonna have my little brother come over and buy some duct tape for me so I can duct tape it all the way around. And then we was just pimping it on real slow, like 20, 30 miles an hour all the way to the hydro shop. I bought the brand new front upper control arms and lower control arms. And I'm thinking, all right, cool, they're gonna check out the that left side while it's locking up, and they're gonna you know, put a bolt on there and a cotter pin for me, and you know, start rebuilding the arms. I'm thinking they're gonna do the arms themselves. What I come to find out later on is they shipped it or brought it to a dude that lives in Yuma, 3-4 hours away from where we are, you know what I mean, in this part of Arizona. And now this dude, you know, it's been a while since this happened, you know what I mean. This has been maybe 7 months, almost 8 months now, that this guy in that's really close to Mexico on the border, that's I don't know if they homeboy that be doing their welds and stuff like that. I thought they was doing it in house. He didn't tell me, you know, he was gonna bring it to some other dude. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it to him. I would have brought it to somebody else. So now this dude's holding my upper and lower control arms hostage You know, I told him I got the money, you know what I mean? Like, money ain't the issue, yo. If you can't get me my arms, I need the money. I need to buy new arms, or you holding my build now for almost 8 months is going on. You know, I need my dough, or I need my arms. One or the other, yo. I can't, you know, keep on waiting. I ain't gonna wait a whole year, you know, for these control arms, yo. I need my joint fixed. And when I ended up finding out, they told me, oh yeah, your control arms are bent, You know, once we get these ones rebuilt, you know, we're gonna have, it'll be no problem at all. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. And I ended up picking my ride up, and I went back home and I was looking at my ride, and I found out, yo, the upper bolt, the upper control arm bolt on the left side, the side I was locking up and acting all janky, it was loose, yo. It was dead loose. I could take it off my fingers if I wanted to. That's how loose it was. I was like thinking, they ain't even look at that, yo. So I tightened it all the way up and got my machine and tighten it up. But like I said, I've been waiting 8 months now almost for this dude to bring the, like, so the dude was trying to blame it on me, about that Life Hydraulics. The owner, he was trying to blame it on me. But I was waiting on you, man, and you know, I told him, I brought you them arms. I thought y'all was gonna do them first off. All right, you brought it to some other dude, okay. But yo, I'm gonna need my arms. I got the money, because what he wanted to do was like middleman it. I don't know what he said, how much to rebuild them, like $500 something or $600, something like that. And I told him, okay, cool. I bring him the arms. He brings a dude, he pays that dude, and then, you know, brings the arms back from Yuma to Phoenix, and then he told me, all right, come pick him up or whatever, and then he charged me, you know, $500, $600, whatever, you know what I mean? He's trying to make money off me, which is whatever. But I think really, if you're not doing them in house, tell me like, okay, I got a homeboy that can do it. And that's when the dude gave me the dude's phone number or whatever. And I was calling dude and texting dude, and dude was like, oh, since you've been waiting for so long, I'll give you a discount, you know, $200 something. I was like, I don't care about the price, man. Yo, I want my arms, yo. I got the money, I need the arms. Dude was like, okay, cool, you know, give me some time, I'll be back in Phoenix, you know, He told me on the 30th, he was typing in Spanish, he said, 10th away. And then I was looking at the calendar, and I was like, this is on 30th of this month. Is he talking about next month? So I asked him, and, you know, try to clarify, you know what I mean? So I know when I can pick my arms up, you know, when to bring the dough to him, or like how we doing it. And he just stopped replying to me out the blue, yo, like nothing at all. And I'm calling him, I'm texting him, I'm calling him on, you know, my other phones, on other phone numbers, you know, calling him, he ain't answering. To the point now, 8 months later, he ain't even answering the owner of the other joint, yo, the owner of the hydro place. So that's why I was like, you know what? I need my money, man. You know, I brought them to you. I thought you was gonna do them. I spent $300 something on some brand new parts that, you know, to my knowledge, have been in your possession for the past 8 months. You know, up until the last few months, I didn't know that they were all in Yuma, you know what I mean, being held hostage out that joint. So, you know, but the dude acting all funny. He's acting like, oh, yeah, well, if you would have given me a deposit on the arms, then, you know, I would have gave you a refund. But since you didn't give me a deposit, like, so is that what it is? How come you ain't tell me that from the jump? You know what I mean? And something tell me that if I would have gave him a deposit and my arms, so you would have gave me my deposit back and the refund from my arms that I paid for. You know what I mean? It don't sound right. You know what I mean? He's talking about he don't got the money right now, the $300 something. $300 something ain't gonna make or break you, dog. But so that's what I'm going through right now, man. And then so a couple of things that didn't do really good with the hydro install, I'll show y'all real quick. So one of the things is up, down in the front, up, down in the rear. This is side to side, which will reverse. This is supposed to be in the left side right here, then the right side right here. This vice versa. And then I think the same thing with these last two right here, the free roll joints. He was like, oh, we mixed them up on accident, but just remember that this is that and that is that. I'm thinking, all right, whatever, you know what I mean? I start to hit switches on this joint, and I realize, yo, the blocks that they got installed on here is dinging up and banging on my fender well. Look at that. That's bulging out of there because they didn't do the install correctly. And this side is doing the same thing. You can see it starting to kind of bulge out. You can't see it too well on video, but this side you can see, you know what I mean? And this is a spray and bed liner that I had them spray in, you know? They did a spray and bed liner, and you know what kind of bothered me a little bit was the fact that they didn't look like they did a very good job, you know, masking stuff down before they did the spray and bed liner. Look at this. This is on my paint. This ain't dirt. This is spray and bed liner right here, y'all. That's spray and bed liner. Same thing with this. Look at all that black stuff. That ain't dirt. That's spray and bed liner. You can see really good right here. All them little dots, that wasn't there before. That's all spray and bed liner. And then they even got them on my rims too, man. A little bit of spray and bed liner on my rims. But y'all can see, hold up. Y'all see right up inside of here, these blocks. Hold up, let's see, look. See that, look. See how that's jamming up inside of there? You know what I mean? They put these blocks in here, and they put the joint in here, and I was like, yo, they ain't even tested. Did y'all not even test the clearance to see if these joints is gonna dent my ride up? You know, and I get some stuff, hydros is hydros, you know what I mean? You're tearing your ride up anyways, what it is, but then I would have had to brought it to a really good shop. If y'all wanna get your hydros installed, I recommend bringing it to MTA Customs. He's a cool dude, Joe. He was telling me, don't get these janky batteries. This is what they installed on my ride. you know, off the jump was these cheap batteries. And you know, these joints been blowing out on me ever since. So I replaced one already, and this one blew out on me, you know, just recently. So I'm about to just replace the rest of the 5 of them, you know what I mean? So I got some nice new batteries. And but yeah, yo, so, you know, like I said, nothing crazy. I mean, it's a decent install. And then the dude was telling me that they wired these up incorrectly. I was wondering why my joint was lagging all the time. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? The hydros wasn't reacting so quick, you know? And he was like, that's how you blow out a solenoid too. You can bring your solenoids up with how they had it wired up. So he wired it up correctly. And yeah, y'all. So that's a little bit about the Nissan, y'all, for the people that keep on asking me. A couple little things I did, like the little fur dash in that joint. Y'all like that dash? Like Cheech and Chong, I went ahead and customized that. I got the 4x4 fenders on here. I got a brand new hood because my other hood was dented. Really the only thing I'm waiting on now is most importantly, it's gonna be a paint job. And the next thing is gonna be those arms. I gotta get hold of those arms somehow, man. You know, or I might just end up having to just buy some new ones and take the L, you know what I mean? But it just sucks, you know what I mean? That ain't good business. That's what I told dude though, you know? The owner of that hydraulic shop, I was like, yo, if our rules were switch and I was, you know, working with you, I would give you the dough, you know what I mean? I wouldn't play no games talking about, oh, da-da-da-da-da. Nah, I gave you those arms. They were in your possession. You know, you're responsible as far as I know what happens to them after that, you know what I mean? But yeah, yo, so it got me feeling some certain type of way, you know what I mean? Messing with them dudes. Really, I realized in the end, if I could have redone everything all over again, I would have brought it to homeboy at MTA Customs out here in Phoenix. Every time I go up there to buy parts or whatever, and I ask them little questions about this or that, or, you know, they always answer their phone, you know what I mean? They don't be playing games out there, yo. This dude's strictly about business. So I rock with them, yo. So I wish I would have brought it to them. But you know what I'm gonna do? What I was planning on doing is getting my arms and then bringing it to MTA Customs, but I'm waiting on the arms still, you know? So I may just buy some brand new arms, bring it to MTA Customs, but hopefully I get them arms, man, and I can bring it to a homeboy to do the build. Not necessarily correctly, but a little bit nicer. You know, like I said, about that life, they didn't do a bad job, you know what I mean? Like I said, they decent people, they just, you know, not very good business people is what it is, you know what I mean? You can't run a business like that. What a dude, what if homeboy out there, you know, close to Mexico, whatever, what if he just left? What if the dude dead? Dude could be dead, I might never get my arms. So what, that's it, I'm out, you know what I mean? I'm out of my dough, I'm out of the $300-something that I spent on them arms. But anyway, y'all, on a positive note, y'all, I got a lot of good things coming for this Nissan, y'all. I got a lot of plans. I went ahead and got these little chrome eyelashes for the front of the headlights right there. You know, nice little old school touch. I got a Cheech and Chong California license plate on the front, bumper diver. That drink's cool. I ain't really do too much. Oh, I went ahead and bought these extenders on the switches because the switches were little teeny tiny switches that I had got when the install was done. So I went ahead and bought these from MTA Customs. Shout out to them. And yeah, like I said, I got the snug top. You know, this joint's dope. I'm about to, right now what I'm about to do actually is I'm gonna take this top off and I'm gonna put it upside down right here, put some brand new liner that goes in between the bed right here and this, and a couple other little things. Clean up inside of here, put some trash bags over top of this stuff, you know, spray it out, clean it up. And I'm gonna take this back window out. That back window ain't part of this snug top. That back window is part of the truck. So, you know, it comes on the truck stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the window out and I'm gonna extend this boot right now. I'm gonna take this boot and slide it up against the Nissan, inside of the Nissan. That way I can wash it and not have to worry about nothing, you know, silly happening or whatever. And then also, like I said, most importantly is getting the paint job, you know, because it looks all janky right now. I'm looking like Cheech and Chong for real, riding around with a fur mat and a dash and different color panels on each, got a faded roof and everything. But I'm rolling, though. I got a sound system in this joint, you know what I mean? Be bumping, flexing on them anyway, y'all. But yeah, y'all, I'm pumped up, you know what I mean? I want to get a steering wheel. I want to get like one of them nice looking Nardi. Ooh. I want to get like one of them nice looking Nardi steering wheels, Nardi shifter, you know, the wooden joint, wooden steering wheel, wooden shifter, something classy. I was thinking, yo, imagine this, y'all. It's going to cost some money, but imagine this. Changing the color to that midnight green, that dark, deep, like midnight green with some flakiness, some chrome flake. You know, nothing too crazy, but a little bit of chrome flake. And what if I got tan leather interior, yo? With that green, that'd be crazy, huh? I think it would look hard with some chrome rims, you know? Maybe a couple little gold accents. Yeah, y'all, anyway, I wanted to give y'all a little update on the Nissan. You know, I know a lot of people, like I said, been asking me, been messaging me, what's up with the Nissan? How'd the hydros go, the install? Where'd you go to get it done? You know what I mean? Like, who did it? You know? So that's what happened, basically, y'all. You know, Frank took 6 months to do nothing. And then the other shop took 3 months to kind of do, you know, a little bit of something. And, you know, then I got it fixed by MTA Customs, all the stuff that they didn't do correctly. And, you know, But yeah, y'all, so waiting on my arms. Hopefully I get them soon. I'm gonna keep on updating y'all as I go now. I was not doing a very good job updating y'all. I showed y'all me bringing it to the place and everybody was like, what happened to the Lowrider? Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay tuned for more videos on this car and this car and that car back there. Oh, I can't zoom in on this side. That car right there, the Sequoia back there, the ES. I got a lot of rides, y'all. We're gonna have a lot of videos coming soon, man. All right, peace out. Thanks for watching.
Dummy.